and then I got in the cage and like I farted. And
What's up, guys? My name is Jake.
My name is Doug.
And you're watching Relatable Shit. Today is our first ever podcast, and I cannot be more excited to have this one person on. I've been to high school with him, played rugby with him, and now I get to see him on TV kick people's ass. His name is Impa Kasanganay. Dude, what is up, Impa?
What's up, guys? How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Dude, we are honored. Thank you for coming on.
Sure, man. I'm honored to be here. It's really cool to see you doing this, and since high school, you told me you want to get entertainment industry, so to be your first guest is a big honor.
Dude, I can't wait to get to the top with you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
But dude, so tell us about life. I haven't seen you since high school.
I've never seen you.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
to meet you.
Welcome to, this is Doug.
My man.
So anyway, high school, college, where'd you go?
High school, we obviously graduated together, and then went to Western Carolina my freshman year, transferred to a junior college called ASA in New York, played football there for 2 years, got my associate's degree.
I
Shout
see
out
you.
to ASA. That place is crazy. And then went to Lenore Ryan, where I graduated from, with my bachelor's in accounting.
There you go.
And that was a lot of fun, I love that school. That school really helped change my life, and that's kind of where I got started in MMA. I found a local gym there, and then, started building up. So that's like the short version of the past couple of years, really.
All right. So where do you stand right now?
Right now,
As far as like UFC fighter, or what are we calling you right now?
So right now you call me a prospect, really.
Okay.
Working, building my way up to closer to the UFC. 4-0 as a pro. Fighting on regional cards right now. Fought on Island Fights twice. Fight on King of the Cage. So there's a big few to organizations to get into the UFC, and I'm grateful to be there. I have a great team, great coaches, and a great coach. Coach Joe Jimmo. And I'll be fighting on an LFA card soon in July in Atlanta.
Okay.
So that's on Access
How many
TV.
people are in that though?
In LFA?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. A lot of fighters in LFA. It's all over. So you have most of the United States there have shows all over. So I'm excited to get on that and be my first time on a national stage like that.
Okay. So now if you wanted to look up Impa and all his stats, now what we got was Tapology. Now how accurate is this?
Tapology's on right now. It says I'm 4-0. It has all my fights. Hasn't broken down by submission, win, or
So right here, 4-0.
Yes, sir.
But 6 wins. Not counting your losses, man.
Well, see,
Or all your wins.
so it's a 6-fight win streak, really. So I probably the best day of my life was when I lost that one fight. I was an amateur, and it really.
That's the one I was at, right?
Yeah, that's the one you went to. Thanks a lot. No, just kidding.
Hey, dude. The guy just kept sitting on you. Yeah. It wasn't you.
Oh, man. It taught me a lesson, though, man. They had a great game plan, and I was really ignorant at that time in my life. I wasn't really listening to my coaches or anybody like that, or even my family or God. I was just not in the best place, and, he had a great game plan. He did what he needed to do and won. But, it opened opened my eyes to see how I need to train differently and, take my career on. But so since then, undefeated and looking to keep it that way.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
so, second in North Carolina.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a huge accomplishment, man. That's cool. Walk into the bar and be like, hey, what's up? Second.
How long till number one?
Soon, man. Actually, the guy who's number one right now is Jamie Pickett, and he actually trained with him a couple weeks ago. He's getting ready to go to fight on the Dana White Contender Series. Yeah. So I'm excited and praying for him and that he goes and gets his UFC contract and a couple of guys.
So then you'll be number one.
I'm working my way up, man. Hopefully he's go right into the UFC soon. That's my goal.
Dude,
so, yeah,
that is awesome. So, where do you go? How do you make money?
So
what is this?
Right now, I'm pretty much full-time fighting. I've been blessed to start this year off with 4 fights back to back, and then I also personal train at Lurie Athletic Club. Okay. I love fitness. I love training, and I love learning about the body. So
can they get an appointment with you?
Hey, for sure. Yeah, you can definitely
there
come.
You go.
Working on combat-specific training. If you want to train like a fighter, but you really don't want to fight or anything like that, come work with me if you want to.
Is it just guys or can girls do it too?
Anybody. Old women, old
so
men.
girls?
Yeah.
Hey, you want the sexy guy to teach you some moves? There you go.
Maybe about that. We'll see. And then, so anybody can come train. Just come by our athletic clubs in Gastonia, and we'll get you set up.
Dude, I might take you up on that.
I'll come down there.
Hey, both of y'all come by. I'd love for you to.
Can I fight him?
Yeah, we can put y'all. We can set you guys up.
I need to warm up first.
There you go.
I used to be a state wrestler.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
For real? What weight class?
Lightweight.
Nice.
But anyway, so dude, knowing you from high school, I can never see you being like a UFC fighter, man. You're just such a teddy bear.
I appreciate it.
Dude, how do you get into that mood? How do you get into that, like, I'm going to kick someone's ass?
Well, for me, I guess I never look at it that way. I love martial arts, and I've always loved watching it. Even in high school, I loved watching it. And I've always liked aggressive sports. Like, we played rugby together. And for me, it's actually doing what I believe God called me to do. So I do it out of love, man. I love martial arts, and I love going in there and have my best performance. Like, beating people up, I guess that comes with it. But, doing what I've been taught by my coaches and my teammates and all my training partners, my tribesmen, man, that to me is fulfilling. Like, going in there, the fight gets bloody. Those are fun too, because you're really going there and banging. But it's never been about me hurting somebody. So I never have to get in a mood, man. It's like just like this podcast. Like, I'll go in and do my job and get going.
I mean, yeah. I guess it must be a cool job.
I love it, man. Like, you just run around, jump around, hit people's knees.
So where's the coolest place that you went to?
Coolest place, man. Oh, my most recent fight was, fight-wise, coolest place was SRP Park.
Okay.
I fought on the King of the Cage card, which is a great promotion. They handled everything well. The fight actually got delayed.
Why did it get delayed?
It was outdoors. It was supposed to be on a Saturday, but it got moved to Monday. So we had so many moving parts, but they handled it really well. So I just want to say thank you to them and my opponent for keeping the fight going. But man, it was outdoors. It was on a baseball field down in North Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's probably that picture right there, if you could see it.
This one?
No, the middle one, right underneath that, right there.
Right there?
Yeah, so you can see it at the back. It's beautiful, beautiful. And
so
You fought
this
on a
looks
baseball field?
You fought on no, he didn't fight on a baseball field.
Oh, bro.
Did you?
yeah, the cage was set up on
Yeah,
the field.
dude.
No way.
Don't tell me no.
Yeah, don't tell
That's
them that.
dope.
Yeah, man, don't tell them no.
Doing it different. All right. So this looks a little very candid right now.
Appreciate it, man.
So sponsors?
Yeah, man, Rodkeys, they are a CBD manufacturer. They are actually third-party certified, so that means there's no THC in it at all, And then when I get into UFC, you'll be tested by USADA.
Okay.
And you can smoke in and out of competition. I don't smoke, but still, you wouldn't want
Smoke what?
weed. So you can smoke weed and then have THC in it. But the great thing about their products is that it would never come up on a drug test because you're allowed to take CBD in the UFC.
Okay.
Man, everybody, Mr. Roger and their whole family, it's a family-owned business. They're based out of San Antonio, and honestly, they're great sponsors, and they believe in what I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
How'd they find you?
Actually, so my manager is Brian Barberina. He's also in the UFC, and they started working with him, and man, I'm so grateful for him because he recommended me to them, and they said, yeah, they're gonna believe what I'm doing, even outside of the UFC. I'm still building my name. Sent me some products, man, and I really like their tinctures. I like their gummies. They have sleep gummies. I think they're coming out beard oil. They have.
They're basically coming out with everything.
Everything, yeah, but honestly,
everything under the sun.
Everything is great because that has helped me stay in my training. Yeah.
So I heard CBD is really good for your joints and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When we're researching you, he pulled this up and found it. He goes, dude, does Impa smoke? It's got CBD. I was like, no, it's not THC. It's not the illegal stuff. This is the good stuff.
Yeah, man.
And he's like, but he's a fighter. He's an athlete. Is that okay? And I was like, yeah, dude, this stuff's good for you. It's kind of cool how society is trying to changing to that it's okay to use these kind of products because back then, not acceptable.
Man, so many medications that people get recommended, man, they're so rough on your body and have long-term effects. What I like about this is, it's pretty natural and it's, people are putting their care the Rodkeys. They take a lot of pride in what they do.
Yeah.
And they're making sure all their athletes can just recover well but never have any crazy side effects, and that's what I'm all about, man.
So if anybody needs any relief, hit up Rockies. Said Impa referred you to him.
Boom.
That's how that works.
I mean, that's how it works now.
Oh, good call.
We can do it all. We got the sponsor right here.
He's the sponsor. Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't say we.
Oh, that's true.
And Doug, you were being so quiet right now.
Dude, I'm hopping in.
Are you?
Yeah.
Let's hop in. Go.
Always. But yeah, so anyway, you spoke earlier that the best part of your career was actually your loss. How is that so?
Man, like, there's so many things I think about. Like, so before that fight, man, I just wanted to get the finish. You know, like 2 fights in a row. My amateur career started. I was getting finishes. You know, and I was grateful. But going into that fight, I thought that was my only mindset. I just wanted to go get the fight done with and get out and not really enjoy the process. And coach was telling me, hey, stay in the middle of the cage, fight, do what you need to do. But all I wanted to do was just come forward. You know, I was going forward and get taken down. And I didn't have that skill set then. I didn't have that ability to get up. And I was still learning as a young fighter. So after I lost that fight, man, it broke me down. Like, it really did. It changed everything, like the way I see everything, who I hang out with, how I want my life to go. Oh, wow. And I made it like something that, like a life-defining moment, not just career-defining moment, like how I'm going to approach everything from that point forward. Really wanted to learn wrestling, really wanted to learn jiu-jitsu with more, you know, with a greater purpose, with like mindfulness when I'm training, a way that I can actually use it in fights rather than just going to go. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to like translate that in everything that I do. So, man, like, I switched jobs, started personal training. I let go of everything from before that time, and I really just started putting the work in and like asking questions. And I actually really want to thank one of my teammates, Dakota. He was injured and he just got back, but man, like, he stayed with me every day after practice and worked with me on these little wall mats we had in the gym that were like barely set up yet, and just let me work on that part of my game. So, man, like, without him, I wouldn't even be here as a pro. Then my teammate Chase Gamble, like, everybody, Ricky, Brian, it doesn't matter who it is, my coach, like, we just started harping on the things that I was weak in, and here we are now. So that, like, changed my entire life, man.
Oh, yeah. All right, so while you guys were having that talk, I was looking on Instagram, dude, almost 1,900 followers, dude.
Almost, man.
Out of those, how many slide into DMs? Come on, man.
I don't know,
dude,
man.
You are a good-looking, fit man. You have to have someone. Man. I mean, dude, where was this one that I was looking at?
Oh, Lord.
He was looking at it for a while.
Dude, I mean, yeah. You're a stud, man. What can I say? Dude.
There it is.
That's photoshopped. That has to be photoshopped.
That's just a black and white filter.
Black and white filter.
So it is photoshopped.
I guess technically. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So any girls sliding in them DMs?
Nah, man.
So
the most people I talked to probably my teammate on. Got me all blushing.
That's cute.
Yeah, man.
I guess the people I talk to the most are my teammates in my DMs. You know, we're all just messing around in the group chat and having fun.
So you're saying there's no special lady in your life, man?
Not right now. Looking.
Is the traveling life just too hard?
I don't know, man. I think it's right now I'm focused on, you know, fighting and being the best to ever do. That's really my goal, you know, to take care of my family and represent my tribe, represent my team, represent God, and I'm working on myself too, you know. Like, yeah. I have a lot of things I want to do, and not just in fighting, you know, in a business-wise, personal training, and I want to be able to dedicate myself properly to the right woman that God has for me rather than just running around, you know. Like, I wasn't always, like, had, like, the best mindset towards that, so it wasn't, like, ever really the idea to settle down, but, like, the more I learned and got into faith, I realized how important that is to have, like, the right person rather than just, and well, actually more than just finding the right person, being the right person. And
that's awesome.
That's kind of where my mindset is now.
You just gotta wait, man.
Yeah,
it'll come.
Looking, man. Being patient.
It's the people
Lucky
that
girls
don't
out there.
look. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, so just scrolling through your Twitter, got a lot of, your faith is huge. I could see that.
Appreciate it, man.
Faith is important, man. Gotta have that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, so I want to get hit by you.
Want to get hit by me?
Yeah.
Hit on.
Wait a minute.
I was like, Doug, when he comes on, he has to punch me in the arm. I just want to feel what everybody feels like.
Bro, I can't punch you. You're my dude.
You can't?
Why not, dude?
You want me to punch you?
Yeah, just like right here.
He's been working out.
Oh, damn.
Just like that.
UFC fighter.
Right? I can take a punch.
Look how tough you are. You probably should get in the cage.
Dude, I want to, man.
You wrestled, right?
I know your weakness. I was at that loss.
Just gotta sit on you.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding, man. But I did want to get hit by you just like for fun. Just say when you do become famous, yo, that guy that's on top on the UFC, he punched me, and I'm still here.
Look at you.
Dude, I don't know, man. I get weird about that stuff. I just want to do stupid stuff just to remember things, man.
I guess I do too. I guess that's why I started fighting.
So, Speaking of stupid stuff, what's the most stupid thing that you and your teammates did on the road?
Oh, okay, I have to think about
Right?
this.
Oh, there are a lot.
Oh, I got it. So, okay, it was actually not stupid, but it felt stupid. Like, so we drove out to Phoenix for UFC Phoenix card, and then we were driving back to Charlotte. We said, okay, hey, there's a little shortcut through the mountains. Now,
Wait, you drove all the way to Phoenix, Arizona.
yeah, man. So that was fun. That was great. That was like the best like trip of my life.
I went to New Orleans. It was 14 hours.
Yeah, this was 30.
30?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
One way?
Yeah,
Jeez.
man. It's probably one of like the best experiences, life changing experiences. You know, got so much closer with my tribe, everybody on that trip, man. And we stayed in
make you
Airbnb.
close.
Yeah, for real. Like staying in the car with so many people. A lot of funny moments, man, and just like singing in the car.
Did you have a bus or a car?
2 cars, one
okay.
minivan and one like sedan.
Gotcha.
So, you drive any?
Yeah, I drove a good amount, you know, on that trip. And the craziest part of it was driving back. We got stuck in like a blizzard in the mountains of Arizona. Like
Okay, in like Flagstaff, Arizona?
I don't even know where we were.
Oddly
man.
specific.
I used to live in
Oh,
Arizona
okay.
for a
You
little
live in
bit.
Flagstaff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
used to live in Fountain Hills, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like an hour away from Phoenix.
Man, we were 5 hours in a mountain in a little car, and going uphill, downhill, really slow, and that added probably like another 4 or 5 hours to our trip. At least. So, but
That was the shortcut.
like you feel like you leveled up when you're driving. Though.
Did you get out and do a little snow angel?
No, like literally the second we got out of it all, and I realized we could just like drive. I like just got out the car, said to one of my teammates like, "You drive," and I just went to sleep. But we were laughing about it though. My teammate Chase was driving the minivan, and I was driving this little sedan. Then I had my teammates Michael and JJ with me, and they're just so funny. We were laughing and just like freaking out too that we thought we were gonna die. You couldn't see the edge of the mountain. It was bad.
Jeez.
That's scary, man. It's just like driving up a mountain and you just like don't know what's coming behind, and you have to like dart the car that's coming around the corner too.
Man, it was crazy.
I cannot do that, especially in the snow. Dude, so 25 years old. Done a lot.
Halfway to 50.
Right? I'm in it now. Dude, it's awesome.
Appreciate it.
So, what has your career allowed you to do that you didn't see before you jumped into being a fighter?
Man, like
He goes deep on the questions.
no, I mean I like that.
I'm over here saying, who slided your DMs? He's like, how did you really feel when you hit someone for the first time? Now I'm over here just, hey
Spoilers.
girls.
Can you ask the question one more time, please?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So, before you went into fighting, what did you not see yourself being able to do, either in fighting or outside of it? What has it allowed you to do?
Man, I met some of the best people ever. I started in accounting and finance, you know, and this awesome company Avid Exchange locally here in Charlotte, and it was cool, but I just knew I wasn't meant to be there.
Gotcha. So, would you say you're the toughest accountant you know?
I don't know, man. There might be some other tough ones out there. I hope
So
I like
wait.
to think I am.
Speaking of tough, is that you on the ground right there?
No, that's my
Okay. I was going to
The guy
say.
on top is my teammate. Shout out to Nick Rodriguez. He just won his fight, man, on Ring of Combat. I'm actually on the left picture.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, special thing about
Like-
that. Speaking of like, related to that question, you know, I met him for my first fight as amateur, and I just got the opportunity to corner him in his last fight, and he did amazing, and I'm just so proud of him. But man, like, you meet people like him who challenge you in every single way. I had no clue what I was doing, and he poured into me, man. He brought me to his house all the time after practice. We would eat, we would hang out, he would talk about fights. I didn't have any background wrestling, boxing, I didn't any martial art, and man, he just pretty much ran my whole camp. Him, Tommy DiBernardo, and gosh, I'm going blank right now.
You're good, man.
Joe Hurst, and it was they helped me out so much, man. Before I came here to Jimmo, that was my one fight outside of Jimmo, but they really poured into me, bro, and like people like that. Then after that fight, my last semester of college, he brought me up to Long Island, New York, and I wanted to see how pros trained, and we stayed at his grandma's house, so like that meant a lot to me too. And it's so funny that we're having the interview today because we're about to go celebrate his win tonight.
Oh, wow.
And like things like that, man, I got to see places I've always dreamed of going: Atlantic City, New Jersey, San Diego, Phoenix, Arizona, like just all in the past few months. And because I met him and met people like that, so and then I get to be on shows like this, and I'm honored to be here. So,
Dude.
Yeah,
Honored
man,
to have you.
that's what MMA's done for me so far. You know,
Awesome.
so many other things.
Oh, just for reference, this is the guy that sat on him,
This is
right?
the guy. Okay.
Hey, man. Yeah, he's doing great now, too, man. I think he's about to make his pro debut.
Really?
Yeah, and he's been doing well. He's been doing pretty well. He stays active, and
But you're a pro,
yeah.
so you became a pro before. Yeah.
I did, man, and like that.
So it's a
like,
little laugh in the face. You could sit on me, but I'm a pro now.
man.
But yeah, no, so.
Awesome. But yeah, so how's it feel to get paid to
Oh.
beat someone up?
It feels so good, man. Like
So good.
so good. So I remember my first fight as a pro. I forgot to get my money. Like I just left, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm so excited I won." And then my dad's like, "Did you get your money?" I'm like, "Oh, wait, I have to go get my money." And I ran back out. Then I was like, "Okay, cool."
So wait, is it like in the bag? Like
No
a
way.
stack of cash?
Yeah, well,
Just here.
sometimes it's an envelope, sometimes it's a check. I kind of like the cash because you feel cool when you see the cash. But man, like I was so excited I couldn't count. I was like, "Oh, I won!" Dad, I had to call my dad. My dad,
Dad, count this for me. Make sure it's right.
man, and my dad came out there and counted the money. I was like, "Okay, good." And he's just like, man, without my dad, I wouldn't be anything. So I really appreciate him coming to my fights and stuff like that.
Is your dad really involved with you
Yeah.
when you're fighting?
Man, my dad's involved in everything. Both my parents are, and they're the example that I want to be. You know, like for real. Like my dad always says I have to do better than him, but that's hard. He's so disciplined, so caring, so loving, and he comes to all my fights, man. And he has not missed one. And you know, my mom is working hard, and you know, one day maybe she's not gonna have to work anymore. Neither will he. You know, that's my goal with this too.
That's awesome.
And but they support me in so many ways, man. Like let me stay home, you know, in my room for free, which is cool. Thank God they didn't get me out or anything like that. But at the same time, man, my dad, you could hear him at the top of his lungs. If you were like pull up any fights, you would hear him screaming at the top of his lungs. He's like, "I got the keys running, finish the fight." Or like, "I got the car running, finish the fight." Or he has no hands, and my teammates always like mimic him, and he's just so loving, man, and so honest too. He challenges me every day, and he's the kind of man that I really want to be. So I mean,
That's
I love
awesome.
my dad and my mom too. She's a queen, and the way my dad treats my mom, you know, that's how I treat my wife one day. So I
Hell
appreciate
yeah.
them, man. I do.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
But no, dude. So, speaking of loud people, I filmed your whole entire fight that I went to.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
I'm screaming like a little girl the
I
whole
love it.
time.
I appreciate
I'm just
that.
like, I got to turn down the volume the whole thing. I'm showing my friends, like, dude, I went to this fight. He was so cool. I went to high school with this guy. I played rugby. He's a teddy bear. How do I know? Because we're friends. But no, so like I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs, just being a little girl. You hear my dad too, because I took my dad.
Oh, I did not know this.
Yeah, man, I took my dad. I was like, yo, my friend's fighting. We got to go. He's like, I'm on board. That was actually his first UFC fight that he's ever been to, too.
Wow, that's crazy.
And mine, too. So,
Wow, I'm honored.
I'm honored. And now you're here.
Oh,
It's
crazy
so
how
cool how
life turns
things
around.
work out like that,
For real.
man. But, so, now the real question.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody has been following on Instagram, they know you post stuff about motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
You cafe racers, man.
Yeah, you know it.
Dude, when are you just gonna get one, man?
Oh,
You're
gosh.
making the money.
So, I'm working on it, man. Oh my gosh, I wanted so like you just got me started. Like I want a bike so badly. Like if there anybody who believes in me and wants to just like give me a free bike, I'm all for it. And I
Hey,
will
get a
bring
sponsor
it.
right
Hey,
here.
Like hey, Indian, Harley Davidson.
Some of the small ones. Start small.
Hey, any local Charlotte builders who just
Screw
come get
Yamaha.
it,
I want a Harley.
I'll take a Yamaha XSR 700, 900. I don't care. All glory to God. I bless you for your business. If you just give me something like a bike, man, I promise I will take care of that thing and I represent your business. I heard this like, oh, actually, I think there's a local shop in Gaston that custom builds bikes. You know, we can work on something right there.
Hey, they haven't given it yet. Don't shout it out yet.
Hey, you're right. Hey, I like that business minds.
Yeah, man.
I'm
No
telling
free
you.
brand deals now.
Man, I love bikes so much, y'all. You don't even understand. Like, I literally, between practice, watch videos of bikes, and after practice, watch videos of bikes. I love motorcycles. I think my coach would try to choke me out. My mom probably punch me in the face. My mentor probably would. My mentor says he'd take the bike and put it in the back of his truck, and I can, like, ride on it that way. But
Right on it that
Yeah,
way in
you
the
know,
back of the
so
truck.
it's like, have the wind.
That's safer.
Yeah,
Right?
It probably is, but
Still put the helmet on, man.
okay, there
Dude,
we
you're a
go.
pro.
You're right.
Are you insured?
I am insured. I have insurance, yeah.
Yeah, on your face?
I don't know.
You get insurance on anything, man.
That's true.
You gotta protect
Personal
yourself.
articles policy.
Oh, look at, I like you guys. I like
Well,
that. Look
yeah.
at that. Learning something new.
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't know that.
Every day.
Okay.
He,
Shoot.
he works for
Oh, okay, cool.
All
I
right,
think I have
so
Allstate, though.
Was that just branding?
Danae, you owe us money. But yeah, no, that's his boss, Danae. She's all right. But anyway, dude, so after this, how long does it take to get, like, so you're, what'd you say you were? You're
Prospect.
not prospect.
Yeah, man. I'm grateful
So
for where I am.
what are the steps to get to that UFC, like Chuck Liddell kind of fighting status?
Oh, man. So, well, to get to the Hall of Fame, man, I got to keep winning fights. That's my focus.
But, like, how do you get out of that prospect stage?
So to get out of the prospect stage, you have to fight on regional shows, local shows, regional shows. I mean, I've been blessed, man. My first pro fight was on Showcase MMA, and I got the main event spot there, which was a blessing. And won that, went really well. Then 2 fights went on to in Florida, one in Destin, then one in Panama City. Cool places to go. I
They're all right.
card. Thank you to Dean Toole, Devin Adams, and all those guys, and Ian Valencia. Like, they really helped me out a lot. So that was great exposure. Then the King of the Cage card was in South Carolina, was their East Coast debut, right?
Okay.
Or maybe like their first time on the East Coast in years. But they've been all over since like 1998. And what's cool about that is, man, it really helped put me out there. So now, get on national stage, and then should be getting a contract soon. So, like, I guess you guys are the first people to know this outside my family.
And
Awesome. We're honored.
And everybody else.
You heard it here first.
right?
Yeah, you are.
Relatable shit. Subscribe. Hit that notification
There you
button.
go. Please subscribe.
Right?
And
While we're talking about that, just shout out your Instagram. Let everybody hit you up with
you can
that
follow me
follow.
on Instagram at Impa K5, on Twitter at King Impa, and my Facebook is Impa Kasanganay. So you definitely follow me on there. But yeah, man, looking forward to fighting soon on that LFA card and representing properly.
All right, cool, man. All right. You got anything? What's next? I'm just going to go on Instagram and do a little story.
Yeah, of course. Going into each fight, what kind of mentality are you building yourself into? Is it a zen, or are you looking to be aggressive, or what are you doing before that fight mentally?
Well, man, I'm very calm before my fights. Kind of like this, man. It means
This man walks out with elevation music playing. The only person that I've ever seen kick people's ass to elevation music.
yeah, man. I love my church, Elevation Church. Been going there since 9th grade. Actually,
I go there too, man.
yeah. Which campus do you go to?
I go to Uptown.
Uptown?
We're going to Valentine tomorrow.
Nice. I'll be in
Yeah,
Valentine
man.
tomorrow too.
Is that why you
man.
chose
9
the
a.m.?
orange?
Yeah, I was
Is
actually
that
thinking
why
about
you chose the orange?
Elevation Orange. Yeah, man. I do love Elevation Church, man. It helped change my life, man. I really wasn't a Christian until like my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
I was going to church, but like when I made that choice, and that's helped change my life. It's also challenged me a lot because a lot of things like, it's like young guys like doing it's maybe not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
And just Pastor Stephen, man, he's always so real, and he always brings in great guests. And like that's kind of what I do before fights, man. I always listen to worship music. I listen to positive music.
That's awesome.
Sometimes old school hip hop too, man. It's like the vibe to that, house music, and before fights, like, yeah, it's like a more zen. It's very just peaceful for me because I love fighting, man. I feel like if you're gonna do something that you love, why be angry all the time? Like I couldn't do that for the next 20 years of my life. It's 15 to 20 years.
You're fighting until you're 45?
I'd like to. That's kind of a goal of mine.
Really?
I'd like to fight until I'm 50. Maybe might do like my retirement fight at 50 years old. So it's like I want to fight a lot too, and I'm not just like talking to fight, but like still dominate and finish fights, man. So I love martial arts. I love training. I love fighting, and I just think about like the opportunity to be like a modern day gladiator, like to being a warrior. I love that idea. Somebody wants to kill you, and then they can't. And
So that's the mindset you go out into the cage.
it's peaceful for me. It's like it's relaxing. Like in the cage is probably the most relaxed place I've ever been. I remember
Serious.
Wow.
my first amateur fight. I was like sitting in the back, and Tommy was talking. He's like, "Are you nervous?" And I'm like, "No. Should I be?" He's like, "Why am I not nervous? Why am I not nervous?" And we were laughing about that. And then I got in the cage, and like I farted, and and I thought how hungry I was. And then,
Wait, you farted in the cage?
yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. My body's releasing stuff or something.
Anything to win.
Did you
Yeah.
win?
I did. It was my first amateur fight, man, and that was
So
my
you
fight.
could say you won because you farted on him.
No, it was right before the fight started. I just remember they closed the door.
Oh,
and
so
I was
he like walked into the gas.
I was saying, yeah,
It's like, oh,
that might have
passed
been what
out.
happened, yeah, because I had no clue what I was doing. I just remember just like running around in a circle, throwing right hands, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, man, like fights for me, it's peaceful, man. It's like where I go. I know it's where God called me to be. So when I'm in there, it's the most relaxing place, man. Like when they throw punches, it's fun because like, man, Roger last time like he threw a head kick and he threw a couple punches, and I was like, okay, yeah, we're fighting now. Like I like this, and
yeah.
it just felt so good. Like my body is warm. Like you feel like you're walking on a cloud. It's just there's no feeling like being in a cage, man. Like I don't know if y'all are interested in fighting, but if you ever
Dude.
do it,
I would love to do it.
I think you would too, man. You should come by Jimmo, man, and like.
I'm just afraid to get hit in the face.
I mean,
That's why he wants you to hit him, so he knows what it feels
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
well, maybe if that'll help you get in the cage, we can maybe like set that up one day. We'll get you to the gym.
Why can't we do it on camera?
Because
We don't have a cage.
Like knuckles, and then it's like insurance wise, my hands aren't insured yet.
That's
right?
true.
We need those, but
All right.
I'm learning as we go.
I just need that clickbait. I need that thumbnail.
Hey, we can set it up one day. Maybe like do like a leg kick or something or a body shot. And then
I don't want you to kick me in the face.
No, I won't
I
kick
just
you.
want you to punch me in the face.
punch you in the face. Oh gosh, man, just come on like a Saturday sparring session or something, man.
So speaking of getting punched in the face, how was it to get punched in the face for the first time?
I liked it. That was cool.
You liked
You
it?
liked it?
Yeah, it's like okay, you're coming to fight.
Was it relaxing?
I don't know if it was relaxing. It was more like, okay, you hit me, let's go. You know, like to me, man, it's
So like set a fire.
in a sense, yeah, it's like okay, okay, now we're fighting. You know, like I remember like my last fight, we were moving a little bit, then he hit me, and it's like okay, now we're really fighting. And for me, it's cool because like it shows they respect you, like they want to come in to fight. Like,
Yeah.
those are the kind of fights I look for, man. Like I look for any fight where somebody's just coming to fight and like they're passionate about it. And if you want to punch a person in the face and you know they're gonna punch back, I think that's respectable. You know, it's a man's sport. It's a sport where you go in there, or women's sport. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
All
hey,
right,
watch yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's some girls out there who are ready to bang. So.
Ready to bang?
No, okay. I did not mean it like that. Sorry, I meant like.
Hey guys,
No, I
Campa's
meant like
ready to bang.
they're ready to
His
fight. Okay.
DMs are open.
Oh Lord.
So slide
That's
in.
Not good. That's not good. I did not mean like that. Sorry, mom. Sorry, everybody. I did not mean to put it out like that. Oh,
We
God.
kid, we know. We
mean,
respect you.
You know
We're
what I'm saying?
just
But I
joking,
mean,
okay?
yeah, that's funny. Man.
But no.
That's good. No, yeah. See, I should be careful with my word choice. See, you guys are helping me out.
No problem, man.
Some
That's what we're here for.
Women out there ready to fight, and they put on some great shows. So,
Just
couple-
remember you signed the form.
I did sign the form. I did sign the form. We have some people like Tapa. She's fought on Ryzen. Taylor Jenkins, man, she's ready to fight. And we always have other female fighters come in and out, but they have been like.
Are those all teammates of yours?
Yeah, they are, man. I have a awesome tribe. We don't even call ourselves teammates. We call ourselves a tribe. Or more than that, it's a family. Like I would literally die for any one of them, and I would fight for any one of them. You know, like just they mean more to me than I can explain. Like even in a 2-hour, 30-hour session, it wouldn't matter, man. These people in my family, they're my extended family. Even though they're blood, they're not. Even though they're not blood, they're still related to me, man. Like in so many ways, my coach is like a second dad, and these people just they pour into me every day. So I'd do anything for real.
Have you ever like trained with like the females?
Oh yeah, and they'll hit you too.
They probably kicked your ass.
Oh, I mean, hey, Tapa is dirty, man. Tapa will get you. Like man, if you're not looking, and I mean, even if you are looking, forget that. Tapa hits you in your face, you'll know, like, it's gonna hit. And then Taylor, man, she is scrappy. She will go the entire round, and it's funny, but they have such good hearts, man. So, I mean, women can fight, and it's cool to see that that's growing, and that the, female divisions are just, growing. Fighters are just confident. Like, women, they're confident to fight, and I respect that. So sometimes it's fun to watch, man. Like, they will go at it, and you can tell they fight with their hearts. So, mama bear status.
Yeah, no. Wouldn't want to fight a female.
Man, I'm telling you, they'll get you, man. Don't underestimate anybody. Any female fighter, they will come out and put somebody to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, man.
So, scrappy. I heard that word when you were describing your teammate.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the dirtiest thing that has happened to you in the ring that your opponent did?
Or you did to the opponent?
Shout him out. Call him out.
All right. So, like dirty, like as in wrong.
As far as
Cheating.
like a knee to the ball while you were down.
I've no actually
Something like
respect
that.
all my opponents, man. Nobody's ever done anything dirty to me. Like
I know you respect them.
yeah, and none of them actually ever done anything to me that was.
Haven't had a Mike Tyson, someone bite your ear kind of thing?
No, thank God. I stopped my little ears.
That's
now.
coming.
I hope not. I got little ears. They probably my whole ear would probably be taken off. No, man, nobody's ever done anything crazy to me. And I mean, there've been like some cool things. I got lateral dropped, which wasn't fun. So I've been made fun of that.
Jeez.
Been made fun of about that like every day since it's happened.
Should we make fun of you now?
You probably could. The anniversary was March 17th.
The anniversary.
I never forget that day.
That's an anniversary.
Charged in, got thrown, but we still won the fight. But still, like, I got thrown. So,
Oh my god.
it's pretty dirty.
So what do you do on this anniversary though?
Just laugh at me.
Just laugh at you?
Yeah, we all like to
Like
pick
in the
on each
mirror,
other.
just laugh.
Yeah, pretty much. They just like
Cry a little bit.
Yeah, cry. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
It's
teammates
good to
are normal.
cry. Dude, I cry all the time, man.
Yeah, me too.
It's good. It's a good way of letting out emotion.
Yeah, you know, like just release it, then move forward. And
Then again, punching someone in the face for a living is also another great way to
hey, it is. It's relaxing.
get that out.
More or less.
More or less. So, Doug, have you ever fought anybody?
Verbally?
No, like physically. Because
Oh, that's a
we
no.
played rugby together.
Oh, well, I was
That's
a
brutal
straight
sport.
state wrestler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Say it to the camera.
Can't do that.
But yeah, no. I guess going back to like this physical stuff, I'm nervous, but like you said, it's like a calming factor thing. It's like, hey, let's just get it. Let's fight.
Were you listening to elevation music before you fought?
I do, man. I always listen to elevation music. Like one of some of my favorite songs, like "Been Faithful," "Call Upon the Lord's" my walkout song, and sometimes I actually won't listen to my walkout song until I walk out. What is it? Man, "Power," "Give Me Faith" is probably my favorite one. That's like that really challenged my life, man, and to this day makes me think differently. So I love that song, man. Yahweh.
Yeah?
I should have that tattoo, and I just.
Where's that tatted?
It's on my inner bicep.
You want to show us?
Let's see. Hopefully, hey, you got good lighting, so you know I'm dark skinned. So we'll see. But yeah, man, I just had that tattoo. Shout out to Elevation. I'm actually wearing a Rhythm Night shirt. I didn't realize that. So
There you go.
yeah, cool. Plug it in. My shirt's real clean. That's great. Good
So
job.
Stephen Furtick, hook this guy up.
Hey man, I'm on it's right there. It's in Hebrew. Yahweh. You know.
There you go.
That's awesome.
The fire living within us, man. I just say, you know, God's living in my soul. Like when I go fight, that's when He's with me.
So speaking of tats,
Yeah,
dude,
man.
there's this one that I want the
V.
backstory, man.
Okay, cool. Actually, that's probably one of my favorite tattoos, and like probably the one you can see the most. Somewhere here can change and undress.
That's okay. It's
Yeah,
very
you're good.
cold in here.
Yeah, I'm always cold, by the way. I'm like wearing hoodies all
Dude, I'm always freezing, man. I'm from California, so like,
See?
dude, I can't do anything below 68.
Ooh.
I get cold.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm probably 80s, like 80s and up are just perfect for me. Like I'm wearing a long sleeve all summer. Sorry, I hope this is not
All
bad.
summer.
Yeah, sorry, headphone users.
Right?
But yeah, man,
Oh, good plug if you're listening to us on Anchor or iTunes or Spotify. We also got a YouTube, so if you want to see the visual, see Impa, show his tattoo, hit us up with the subscribe button, and go watch him show off his tats.
Check it out. Also, too, any local tattoo sponsors, you can slide in my DMs, please.
Speaking of tattoos, I got a great guy if you want
Oh.
one.
I'll let you up.
Yeah,
Who's-
man.
Who's the guy?
We haven't talked
Can't
about
say yet.
brand deals, so I can't do that sponsor yet. But
I like
you know,
I like it. I like
Chris, you know who you are.
it. You know who you are.
For everyone
yeah,
named
no.
Chris.
Dude, no, I take all my friends there. I like got 6 people tattoos at this one place.
Nice, man.
I convinced 5 people to get their first tattoos.
That is true.
You got one?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Well, your mom can't watch this. Now.
Oh, Atlanta United. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Big soccer fan?
More or less.
I
Yeah.
like that, man. I like that. Yes,
So anything else but like UFC? Did you want to go back to like the football or anything? What was that? Like I know you play college football, but
I
was
did.
there any of the end goal like, hey, let's go to the NFL?
Actually, it was, man. And, like, it just didn't work out the way I kind of wanted it to. I mean, like, man,
You're too
everybody-
short. That's my
short.
problem.
too
What
small.
position do you play?
Well, I played, I guess, all over, but I'm mostly linebacker. Yeah, man, and had a lot of learning to do. I started playing football like senior year of high school, and
Dude, I could see you being the Luke Kuechly.
and I've been cool. Hey, you make some great money too.
First
I
year
mean, you
playing
got
was
the same
12th grade?
personalities.
Huh?
First year playing was 12th grade?
Yeah, 12th grade.
Straight into playing college?
Yeah, man. I was on the team my junior year, had to learn a little bit, and then senior year was the first year I really ever played football. Like growing up, my family's from Congo in Central Africa, so growing up here we don't play any sports. You know, it's like you focus on the arts, you focus on education. So when I got to high school, like parents gave me some leeway and said you can do a little bit of sports, and got to play football. Grateful that I had that opportunity to play and play in college and all the coaches that I had, but they definitely invested a lot into me, man. So, and I think that's kind of translated into fighting.
Dude, that's awesome.
man.
So you said your family's from where again?
The Democratic Republic of the Congo. So that's in Central Africa. It's literally right in the middle. And
Have you ever been?
not yet, man.
Not yet.
Not yet, man. I'm the first person in my family born outside of Congo. So
Oh,
I
wow.
say I
Dude, good.
wasn't born in Congo, but it was born in me, and means a lot to me.
Dude, what if you go there for the first time, have a fight?
Oh my goodness, man! I would cry like every day going to that fight because actually the Rumble in the Jungle was in Congo. So where
Really?
Muhammad Ali had that fight, man, and that's a dream of mine to fight in Kinshasa, which is the capital where my dad's from, and mom's from. But it used to be called Zaire. And,
Really?
Yeah, they changed the name to Democratic Republic of the Congo, and yeah, man, I would love to fight there, but this time I'd like to help rebuild Congo, man. There's so much going on there, and that's my ministry. That's what MMA is for me, and I want to be able to like help, rebuild roads, rebuild infrastructure, and there's so much darkness going on over there. It's crazy, but I think that's why being a professional athlete is part of my responsibility is to represent those people over there who can't speak for themselves yet.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to one day go there, man, and UFC, let's just speak it into existence. One day we'll have a main card there, and UFC Africa's already taken off. So let's bring people out there and let's do something good and let's leave a positive imprint. That's our footprint.
Joe Rogan, hook it up.
Let's
This
do it.
man's awesome. You should do it.
You guys gotta come back with me over there too. Relatable
Dude.
Shit podcast.
Over to
right?
Congo?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah,
Help
okay.
some people, man.
Joe Rogan, we'll commentate.
There we go.
We'll do the fight.
That's what I'm talking
Don't worry, man. We got this. But yeah, so speaking of Joe Rogan, UFC, who's your idol? Who's the guy that you're like, that's the career I want to do? I want to be like that guy. You gotta have one.
Yeah, man. I mean, actually, the funny thing was, I used to read about George St. Pierre before I even started fighting. Like, I remember, so Matthews area, because we went to high school over there. The Matthews Public Library, my dad would just drop us off at the library in the middle of the summer. And I was like, read men's health magazines and like fitness journals. And they were doing a special on George St. Pierre, and, he's a fighter and like his workout regimen. And that really, like, intrigued me, And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I've always loved anything combat, man. If I didn't fight, I think I wanted to go into the Navy and hopefully become a SEAL or Air Force, become like a pararescue man. Those were like a PJ.
Yep.
So those were some ideas I had in my head. So I always wanted to see like who trains the hardest. It was always fighters, man. So I just like watch them. But man, yeah, George St. Pierre, actually a guy from California, Uriah Faber. I used to watch him a lot when I was a kid. My parents didn't want me to watch fights or boxing, so I turned the volume all the way down in my room. And I'd sneak and watch his fights, and I was him as a California kid. So guys like that, man, they were people that I definitely watched growing up, and then Forrest Griffin, like just this early fighters.
Yeah.
And then now, man, like just like to watch like my teammates, man, just anybody that I can just watch fight, man. It inspires me differently.
That's
so.
awesome.
Dude,
That's
I was always like watching Silva, Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
He's just the beast.
That's cool, man.
Didn't
Shout
he
out to-
get back?
Huh?
Didn't he come back?
Yeah,
into
just
the
recently.
Yeah,
UFC?
man, he just
Yeah.
fought a couple fights. So he fought Israel Adesanya and Jared Cannonier. Actually, at the MMA lab, I got to go help him get ready to fight that fight. So that was a huge honor, man. And just to be able to help somebody prepare for that fight. And, man, shout out to Jared. He won and dominated that fight. And,
So you actually went and saw like these big like league kind of UFC fighters and were in their corner and everything.
Yeah, well, I wasn't in their corner. I was helping them prepare, get ready for that fight, man. And that was a big honor. But the thing was, too, is like, as I was helping them get ready, I had a fight coming up, too. So it was like I was kind of like preparing myself. But, I mean, going out to MMA Lab, Coach Crouch is an excellent coach. And he's done so much, man. Benson Henderson, I got to work with him. And all those different people, man. Like, there's names, but there are people coming up there, too. Like, man, Hunter Jury's about to fight on Dana White Contender Series. JP is about to fight on the Contender Series. They've got Q just fought. They have, oh, man, there's so many guys out there and so many female fighters like Lauren Murphy, Courtney Casey, Cody, all those people out there, man. Like, they're just some amazing people who pour back into you. Henry Corrales, man, he's a beast. He's fun to watch. I could pretty much name the whole team, man. Shout out to Dylan. He just won his pro debut. So, like, and there's become family, man, extended family. Mark, like, some people have fights coming up. Kyle, like, that's what's cool about MMA, man. I could just go on rants because you just meet people who love martial arts and for whatever reason got them into it, and they poured into me. They challenged me. David Michaud, like all these people, man, like James Nakashima, man, he just dominated his ONE FC fight recently, and they're international, man. So it's cool to have that connection with the fans, So I've been everybody there is awesome. Coach Crouch is awesome, and I'm grateful to have got beaten up by them and learned from them at the same time.
So just to shout out and say like your next fights and stuff. What you got going on?
So right now,
Let the people know.
So waiting on a contract, but I'll speak about it. Speak into existence, man. LFA card, Atlanta. It'll be July 12th, and looking to go 5-0, claim victory.
Awesome. Where's that fight gonna be?
Gosh, maybe we could look it up. I need to see the venue, but I know it'll be somewhere in Atlanta. I mean, come on my phone out. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you want.
You might find it fast.
So you're gonna hook us up with these fights?
Man, I'd love to. I'm gonna see if I can get some tickets for real, just for having me on. I'd be honored.
Dude,
let's see.
we'd be honored.
Atlanta.
Dude, we'd love to have you on after your 5th win.
Man, I'd be honored. I'll be here. Let's see.
Hey,
if y'all can come, maybe we could do it.
It's gonna be a 7th win, okay? 7th consecutive.
That's true. We don't count those.
Yeah,
two.
man, I remember things.
I like that.
Dude, just like how you're in the US, you're 102. Out of
102.
808.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's
Yeah, man.
200 million people in the U.S. and you're 102.
Okay, well, there's 808 people fighting.
I'll take that.
But yeah, man, if you want to make it that good, yeah.
I'll take that. 102 out of 100,
Yeah,
Who
no.
wants to get to number
Do you
one?
ever check out your own facts?
Not really, man. I
Your
just want to make sure they
own
update
stats,
it properly. That's about it. Then I get off, So, let's see. I don't know how to find them.
Oh, so you actually update them?
They updated whoever is running technology.
Really?
Thank
Whoever.
you. Whoever's behind that keyboard. I appreciate you. Let's see if I can
And
find
you're
it.
20th out of 185 in the United States Southern East Conference.
SEC.
Yeah.
Cool.
Take it, man. Not a lot of people could say that.
Are
Shit.
y'all football fans? College football fans?
No.
No, man.
I can be if you wanted to say something.
No, I was just wondering because at SEC, I just started thinking about it. I just made it awkward, didn't I? I'm sorry, guys.
Dude, it's all
Oh,
good.
no, it's
it's
never
all,
awkward.
Forgive me.
it's a good part of filming and recording. You could always edit. It's not live,
Ooh, I like
right?
that.
But I'm gonna keep this.
But
in
we'll
there.
be live on July 12th.
But I'm gonna keep this in there,
Okay.
right?
All right, LFA, July 12th. Gosh, I wonder where it's going to be. That's manager. Oh, it's not popping up, man. You probably could find it better than I would.
Did you really add the TH?
Right there.
Yeah.
Boom. All right, let's see.
Upcoming.
Oh, they didn't announce it yet, I guess.
Oh, hey, I don't think this is a real fight.
Guys, help.
Right? Hey, whoever organized Shred Dogs?
Sure dog?
Sure Dogs?
Sherlock? Sure dog?
Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Holmes.
Hello.
Wait.
Sherlock Holmes, you there?
Is his name really the Korean zombie?
Yeah, he's fighting on the June 22nd card. Shout out to Brian Barberina. He's my teammate manager. He'd be fighting on that card.
Wait, this is your teammate.
No.
That guy's the main event of that card. So
I was like, okay.
yeah, man, we have a few people coming up, man, and
So what can you tell us about Jimmo? What's special about that?
well, it starts with the head coach, Coach Jeff Jimmo. Okay, cool. I got it. I found the location for that one fight. But
So where's the fight, though? Before we get into this question.
Yeah.
so my fight will be in Atlanta, Georgia.
For everybody wanting to go,
Okay.
hit him with that fact.
Coca-Cola Roxy. You know what that is?
Oh, you got really loud on that one. You got really close with
Did I
that.
really? Hello. How you
Say
doing?
Coca-Cola again.
Coca-Cola. Sorry, guys. I got all excited.
Hey, Coke. Hook this guy up.
I will take some Coke, man. Oh, my gosh. Hey,
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, not, my bad. Yes, sorry. Gosh, I gotta watch my words. See, look, this is how the media messes people up because it sounds like I say some
Exactly. Yeah,
crazy
you're
stuff.
about to be famous.
Hey, again,
watch out.
you signed the forms.
I did sign
This
the
is all us.
Oh, gosh. I see how it is. Look, I'm learning as I go. Man, all right, so it's Coca-Cola Roxy. Do you know what that is? It's like, I guess it's at a stadium.
Yeah.
You're from Atlanta. What is that?
It's in Atlanta.
Okay, cool. Is it
If you
nice?
say so. I've never heard of it.
Oh,
But
gosh. Well,
it's in Atlanta.
I'll be there.
It might be in the Coke Center.
Would that be cool? Is the Coke Center nice?
Cool. The Coke Center is nice.
Okay. Coca-Cola Roxy, Atlanta. Here we go.
Let's get some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Is it nice? Is it nice? Is it nice?
All right.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. You can fit. Those are all of your fans.
Hey,
Thousands.
Can we get hooked up right over here, like in the middle?
Hey, I will look for some tickets, man. That is awesome.
Can we be in your corner?
And everybody listening again, YouTube, go subscribe.
Subscribe.
Watch.
Hit the bell, too.
Just
so you
look
get
at Impa.
notifications.
You gotta go look at Impa. He's a beast. And a teddy bear. But anyway, so you're gonna be right here. You're gonna be fighting there. And we're gonna be right over here.
Yes, man.
Is that next to the cage?
I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway.
That'd be awesome. I guess we're gonna have the fights there, so it'd be really nice. Oh wow, yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
That'd be probably the cage probably go right there, and have like seating all around. So that'd probably
All right,
some seating on stage.
I want tickets for right up here.
Nice, okay.
I like those aerial bleachers.
Right?
Nice.
What if those collapse?
Oh, they have chandeliers. Look at that. Bougie.
Oh, gee.
I like it.
Right?
Are you bougie?
Probably.
Wait, you're bougie?
Am I bougie? We went to Providence. I guess we are kind of bougie.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So Providence is known as like the rich, like private high school,
I live in the apartments across the street.
but it's a public school.
But it's known as a rich private school, but it's a public school.
Oh wait, you live in the apartments right across the street?
I did. Not
So
well, my brother went to
Providence High
Arkansas.
School,
Boom.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Go there. Go to the apartments across the street. You can meet Impa.
Well, I used to live there. I won't tell you where I live now, but I used to live there though. So,
But yeah, no. So you got that fight going on.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? How far out do you actually plan for these things?
well, man, I don't believe in the term camp for fights. Like, this is my life. This is what I do. So, I train every day, 7 days a week.
So do these fights come to you, or do you have to go like out? And
Sometimes
for
you
them?
look for them, and now we're at the point where we can select fights. And honestly, thank you. The question you asked me before, like about Jimbo, man. Without my head coach and my whole tribe, all my training partners, like Chase, Brian, Ricky, Dylan, Truck, and everybody there, like I wouldn't even be in this position, man. Like I came in there not knowing a thing. You know, Nick, who quoted me my first amateur fight, whatever, really didn't know anything. He said, just go fight. And, you know, taught me
We'd still have you on the podcast just for you. You're just a good guy, man.
and I appreciate you guys. And, like, you guys having me here. Things like getting to this point, man, like, it's a huge honor. But, like I said, it starts with my coach, man. Like, he is passionate about what he does. He's taught me everything. Boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai. Like, I had no clue what I was doing. And I think the biggest thing is just serving. Like, our gym is about loving each other. And being there for one another, being consistent, coming in the gym and training. Like Chase is one of my main training partners, man, and he does it all. Like he kickboxes, boxes, and he's taught me a lot. And I got to definitely give him a special shout out because him and Ricky were the first people I met when I walked into the gym, and like they just always poured into me. But man, like Chase comes in my fights, wraps my hands, man, and like you see how we all serve each other in different ways, so we corner each other. And my head coach Jeff Jimbo, man, he made it a tribe. He made it a way that we're all gonna build one another up properly and show respect and love, and like the fighting part will come. And I'm blessed to be here, be a part of it, and represent. And I want to just do it to the best of my ability. And we always want to be the best version of ourselves, so we can be the best version to everybody else that we meet and for everybody else. And
Got to.
That's what I love about it, man.
Got to.
So,
So, what kind of fighter are you, though? You striker, obviously. Gotta
I
be.
love to strike, man. I'm a fighter. I like any
Versatile?
Yeah.
Like, what's your go-to, like, I'm gonna, like, okay, let's ask this. Submissions.
Okay.
You like them?
I do. I got
You
you
good
won
at
my
it?
last fight by submission.
Really?
Yeah, I won by rear naked choke in the first round. That was really
So
cool.
that's your go-to?
I mean, I don't know if I have a go-to, man. Like, whatever avails itself, man. Whatever sets it up.
Has
Yeah.
anybody lost to a banana split?
Yeah, actually. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. 2 fights ago, what was it? Yeah, 2 fights ago, I was in Florida on Island Fights. A kid, that Chase Hopper, cool kid, same locker room. He's like, they call him like a teenage phenom.
Yeah.
He's fighting again soon on like a Titan card. But he.
Oh, that was the one that was on TV, right?
Were they showing it? Probably
Yeah,
was,
when
I
you
think.
were on.
Yeah, that Chase Hopper.
Yeah, I was watching here. I had a fight party for you, man.
I appreciate you.
Dude.
You did watch.
I always plug. I always have people over. Always watch you.
Thank you,
Dude.
bro. I really appreciate
Trying to
it.
make you big.
Thank you so
Trying to
much.
make it
I really
big.
appreciate the support, man. Hope we can help out the Relatable Shit podcast. Hey,
Exactly.
right?
Hit that subscribe button and go follow and listen on iTunes and Spotify.
Get that notification.
Right? Hit that notification bell. Thank you, Impa.
Got you guys.
Always plug.
Always book. Yeah, man. He won his fight by banana split, and that was crazy. Like I was like,
That guy was a like little skinny preppy white boy
and he got him. See,
with the banana split.
don't ever underestimate
Yeah, for
anybody.
people who
He's
don't
dirty.
know what a banana split is,
It's basic. Yeah, you explain it. You're the guy. I mean, then again, I'm the wrestler. I
Why don't you
used to do it all the time.
explain it? Because I think I would say like possibly incorrectly.
All right. It's the most embarrassing thing that could ever happen to you. I'm going to get very, very deep.
yeah, go for it.
Deep,
Deep.
deep.
foul?
Party foul.
Party foul.
It's my mom.
Hey, Mom.
I'll call you later. So anyway, you got someone. Got them on their back. You have one of their legs in your arms. You got another one locked in with your legs. And then just lean back and just spread them groins.
That's not comfortable. It's happened to me in practice
It's not fun.
more than once.
I've heard it's the most embarrassing thing that can happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, too. Yeah. Shout out to my teammate, Dylan Callum, man. He's recovering after getting hurt.
Recovering from that?
Recovering from it?
No. From an ACL. He had an ACL tear, but, man, he's coming back, and he's looking good. So I'm proud of you, man, and just keep fighting because he's going to be back soon, and I'm excited for him to get in the UFC, too, man. He's a beast, and he's poured a lot into me, but he's banana splitted me more than once.
Really?
More, yeah. I'm not going to tell you how many times. I've kind of lost
How many
count.
times?
I don't know. It's just a number.
Let's make an anniversary about it.
No
You
anniversary.
count it on one hand?
I'd like to think so.
How about toes? You do toes and hands?
Oh, no, I hope not. But, man,
So, yeah. Get a little hot now.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Woo!
Banana splits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to submission?
Go to submission, man. I'm working on that right now.
Can you show us on Doug?
Going on.
Jake wants to be punched.
Jake wants to be punched. You want to be submitted.
No, I never said that.
You already get submitted. That's on a different podcast.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
got the
I've done
orange.
that. No.
Gotta keep it. Gotta keep it PG.
There we go.
But I mean, we don't gotta keep it, but we'll keep it because of respect. Yeah, man.
I'll take that.
We're not up there yet. We're climbing. We gotta keep ourselves clean.
Okay.
It only goes up from here.
I like that.
That's what she said.
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, back to it.
It's good.
So, anything else you want to shout out?
And my family. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Everybody at Jimmo Tribe, Luray Athletic Club, Jonathan Logan, he's my mentor and owns the Luray Athletic Club, man, and allowed me the opportunity to work and train and travel. I mean, I couldn't thank you enough. Man, Elevation Church, man, I go there every Sunday, and that's helped me out a lot.
Where you going
shout out to
tomorrow?
You go tomorrow, exactly. Shout out to little buddy Houston. He a special kid, man, and he's taught me a lot about fighting, and he's only 11, so it's pretty cool, you know. Like he showed me a love for fighting again, and that's my dude. So actually, my last fight, you can see the headband. We always wear the same bandanas, man, and he and his family have always just believed in me. So
Is that the headband?
that's not the one, actually. If you go up to down to the right,
He knows the exact one.
Right there.
There you go. That headband. He got it in Thailand. He went to go train in Thailand for a spring break and work on his Muay Thai. And
That's dope.
he's an awesome wrestler, awesome kid. His family's awesome. And I just want to thank the Rudisels, man. You guys poured into me more than more than I could imagine. So thank you.
Yeah, man.
And thank you guys. Relatable Shit podcast. You guys have definitely made this a great experience, and I'm honored to be here.
Well,
Yeah, we
great.
thank you.
Thank you.
Dude, we love having you on. Again,
love being on,
first ever podcast.
And I hope it hits, man.
Next
excited.
UFC champion.
Receive that in Jesus' name, and I take that for sure. Looking forward to that day, and hopefully you guys be at that fight too,
Dude.
right?
Oh, I'll be on
you
that
guys take us?
cage. I'll be on the cage screaming like a little girl. Be like, Impa! That's my friend.
Man, for
I
sure.
went to high school.
Man, for sure.
But yeah.
I'm honored, guys. Like, it means a lot. Like, to do what I love and to get to points like this, man, I wouldn't be here by myself, you know, so I can't even act like I'm self-made. I don't even believe in that. Like,
No.
you know, without my family, God, my teammates, my coach, Jeff Jimmo, I wouldn't even know how to do anything. Like, I mean, it's changed my life in and out. Jonathan Logan, you guys have just, everybody at the Luray Athletic Club, that's my family. Like, you guys mean a lot to me. So, I mean, you guys too, you're helping me here. Like, this is going to keep going. And like you said, it's only up from here. So,
Dude. And then we got that in the works, that documentary.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Like, I appreciate you. Yeah, like, that's exciting. Can I talk about it? We can talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk
Yeah,
about
let's
it.
go.
Yeah, I'm excited to work on these different ideas with these guys right here, man. Like,
Yeah, so we're trying to do a little docu-series, or not series, but documentary of Impa's up-and-coming path to the UFC. We're trying to, be the first ones on the spot while he's up-and-coming.
appreciate you guys. Thank you. So, it means a lot.
Just look out for that. Go to Relatable Productions if you want to follow that. And
Relatable
it's probably
Productions.
going to be a little while until you see that, but, follow it anyway.
Just look it up every day.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll announce it soon.
If you subscribe to us now, you'll know when it hits.
Definitely.
And hit that notification button.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Impa.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate
Thank you so much. It's great meeting you,
Guys.
too, man.
Guys, it's been real. Again, if you want to follow Impa, you got to go to
Impa K5 on Instagram, King Impa on Twitter. Hey, appreciate you. And Impa Kasanganay on Facebook. And actually, can I give a shout out to my gym?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, shout out to the Gymo Tribe.
Dude, this is you.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. GYMO Tribe. And give us a follow. You'll see everybody's fights coming up. And hopefully you guys can get in there and get some rolls in. And if you're interested in jiu-jitsu, man, like, anybody can start. So
can't wait to get submitted.
or submit other people too, right?
It's just like,
I'm telling you, man, you stay consistent. You keep coming back, man. It's a great escape, and it's nothing like it. So,
dude, I miss it every day.
Well, come on by.
I will, man. You'll see me soon.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for that. Watching, staying tuned, and again, Impa, first ever guest, amazing person, great friend.
Thank you.
But a teddy bear at heart. And again,
I like cuddles.
hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want. We're going to be there. See you next time. Peace.